Hi, today we're looking at these two waterproof pouches for your phone or other valuables to take to the beach, on a boat, to any kind of a trip that you want to keep things safe and protected from the water or the weather. So there are two identical sets here. I'm going to set this one aside. The pouch comes with a lanyard which attaches. It's just a basic little spring clip and it clips right on this notch here. So let me show you around this pouch for just a minute. This is a waterproof when it's closed properly. So inside you've got clear window on this side, and on this side you have a half a window. Up in the top here on the back side behind this solid black, there is a pocket back here. You can put your credit card in there, 2 or 3 credit cards. You can put your driver's license. This pouch would also work well if you wanted to use it for valuables as you were traveling. You could get your passport in here, your travel documents. It's a nice size. It should fit all of that sort of thing in here. So, but if you want to use it for your phone, to protect your phone primarily, then this nice waterproof feature is really handy. So here's your phone, and if you place the camera into the pouch where you can spot it through the back, then it can actually film through this back window here. Then all of your keys are accessible through this front window, and this is a really sensitive window. It works really well. Now once you get this waterproof, you can take this in the water. You can take it in a pool or even in the ocean. It is supposed to be safe to take it down deep. Like you can go 30 meters or about 98 feet deep. Now they do recommend that if you do go to a depth like that, you don't leave it down there for a long period of time, just because of the pressure might affect the seal. So you want to always guard that seal, make sure that it stays dry in there. But you can use this for underwater filming, which is so fun, and put it around your neck and you won't drop it on the ocean floor. That'd be great. I did want to show you that this thing has to be really closed securely, and you have to be very careful about closing it properly. Don't try to cut corners on that. So I want to show you just a close-up of this. There is a little notch on this right here. You can see that little notch, and then on the other side there's a little bracket that sort of fits on. So when you close it up, that little notch needs to fit into the bracket. And if you look at your seal here, your seam here, you can see that it's tight. And when you close it, you can actually hear it click, so you know that it's closed properly. And be sure that both sides, so if that side's that was a click, but it wasn't a closed click. So that was just, you need to make sure that seam is really tight and this closes and snaps shut. And so that's how that waterproof seal gets activated there. Now we're going to put this in water and test it out. They recommend testing your seal before you use this. So we're going to submerge it in water for about 30 minutes, come back and see what it looks like. I'm going to test it with paper, which is recommended by the brand. These nice cards that they provide work for that. So we're going to close it up and get it ready for the water test. I also want to show you that this card has some good information on the back. It shows you how to do your waterproof test. It shows you some tips and tricks, and then maintenance for how to take care of this once you've used it, and how to store it. Make sure it's all dried and ready to be stored before you do that. So we're going to drop this right in the water. Let it stay in there for 30 minutes, and then we'll come back and make sure everything is still nice and dry. So it's been in the water for about 35 minutes. Let's take it out and just give it a good dry off. Before we open it, we want to be sure that everything is dry, so no water can get in to the inside when we do open it. So let's take a look and see how it looks in here. Yep, there's more water here, so we're going to get all of that off. You know, if we did have important papers or our phone in here, we certainly wouldn't want to get it dry. But there's the card. You can see there's no water on it at all. Looks like it did a great job of protecting it. We're going to just dry it off and get it ready for storage. But this is such a handy item to have for anytime you're going to be doing some water activities or going out in weather or just keeping your documents safe and close at hand when you're traveling.